And welcome to the Main Street Sports Show, sponsored by Redbank Chevrolet and Dubrook. We're on location here at Keystone High School with three members of the Keystone football team and Coach Todd Smith. First off, introduce yourself and pass the mic down so we can get started.
Brady Dunlap.
Drew Kath. Jacob Henry.
And Todd Smith.
And Coach, you can keep the mic there. Well, it's game week. How did camp go? How did the scrimmage go? How do you feel about this team now going into this 2024 season?
Well, I'm really proud of this group. We've worked really hard. We had a good camp at Whitehall, and we had 2-a-days last week, and we had a good scrimmage with Kerwinsville and Ridgeway, and so we're just looking forward to playing our first game on Friday.
And what's some of the things that have been pleasant surprises for you? Some things that you're really confident in this group going into the season?
They just work well together. I think they're all friends, and they care about each other, and I just feel like we're one unit out there. I'd say our line has really progressed nicely, and that was the spot we were with a little bit of concern because we had to find a lot of new players up there with Brady being the only returning starter, and so I've just been really happy with that group.
Yeah, we talked at the media day, which seems like forever ago up in St. Mary's. It feels like a whole year ago. But we talked about the roster. You have a lot of freshmen on this roster, but the experienced players you do have are a great core. How are they meshing together, the freshmen coming in with the experienced players you have on your roster coming back?
Yeah, I mean, with 20 of our 29 being 9th and 10th graders, we're counting on a lot of the young guys to step up and help us. We started 2 freshmen there on Saturday at the scrimmage, and they held their own. So, but we can put a really nice group of skill guys out there. A lot of experience coming back in those areas. So. It's just we just got to keep working hard, and I think good things will happen.
And it helps having these 3 guys who are captains, your core, part of your core. And Jake last year, we talked about this too, a conference all-star on both sides of the ball. He just brings so much to the table. Just tell me what you're expecting from Jake and what a big part of this team he's going to be this year on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Jake's just a football player. Sometimes, it's not real fair to him that we move him around to a lot of different places. Yeah. He can play pretty much everywhere, and so we sometimes he doesn't get to play what's his best position. He has to play what's going to be the best for the team, and he's unselfish and just willing to do whatever. But yeah, he had a really nice season on both sides of the ball last year, and we're looking for big things.
Yeah, I saw tight end, running back. Defense, outside linebacker. He played some inside too, didn't he? Or
yeah,
no?
Really his natural position is safety.
And safety, yeah.
But he's just likes to hit people. So.
Yeah. And Jake, I'm going to talk to you here real quick. What's it like moving around, shuffling around? Obviously, you have your favorites, but you have to help the team wherever you can, and you are that Swiss Army knife, being able to do so many different things. That's got to be a big part of your game and a big part of your success in helping this team win.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a lot to learn all the different positions and know what I'm doing each week because it can change week to week. But I really enjoy that. Always learn something new, keeping me on my toes, that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, and defensively, Coach said you like to hit people.
Yeah.
Have you always been like that? Have you always been that kind of heat seeker, kind of going out there and trying to deliver blows to people?
Yeah, I love to hit someone, so that's what I look forward to every game. Just going out there and hitting someone as hard as I can. So.
Yeah, we talked about how excited you were to get the recognition you got. What does that mean to you, and how do you want to build on that going into this year?
Yeah, it meant a lot last year, and I just want to build off that. Shooting for that again, and hopefully here in the future I'll be able to get more recognition and stuff like that.
Yeah, and offensively, you like I said, you played some tight end, you carried the ball. Obviously, are you going to be in that mix again, kind of trying to get the ball in your hands in different places at tight end, catch some passes, running back, try to kind of augment Eli in that running game?
Yeah, I think I'll be rotating around and stuff, blocking, getting the ball, hopefully catching some passes, stuff like that. I'll be a little bit everywhere, yeah.
And Drew, I'm going to talk to you here now. You also moved around a lot. I know 2 years ago with the injury at quarterback, you played some quarterback. You're kind of playing that receiver slot, kind of doing all kinds of different things. How excited are you about this year for yourself, kind of being a playmaker in this offense?
Pretty excited to catch some passes, gain some yards. Playing quarterback was a lot after the injury, But
Yeah.
after I got a few snaps, I settled in and just did what I do.
Yeah. What do you think your strengths are? What are you most comfortable doing on offense?
Probably run after a catch, making
Yeah.
some moves, getting upfield.
Yeah, you are very elusive. Is that just something that comes naturally, or do you work on that? And can you work on that? Can you work on your agility and your speed and all that? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I probably could work on speed. I'm not very big, so get around the bigger guys quicker, make them miss.
Yeah, you're hard to tackle because you're not very big,
Yeah.
right? So, sure, sure, Coach, go for it.
Yeah, Drew's a really versatile player for us. You know, he can run the ball and catch the ball, and when he gets the ball in open space, you know, he's a threat out there, and he's got really good hands. And so we're looking for a big year. He had a really nice scrimmage on Saturday, so has looked really good in practice. So we're excited about his season.
All right, let me talk to this big guy here. How excited are you about this season? You must be pretty excited. I mean, you're bringing a lot of young guys along up there on the line and on defense. So how's it going for you? And you've really become a leader.
Yeah, I think it's going pretty good. I actually, on Saturday, my expectations were pretty low, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I was really surprised by Dylan Albertine, really good at our center, and I was surprised by Josh Klein, our tackle, and Joey Spence, who just moved from tight end to tackle. I was really surprised with all those guys and how they were able to play.
All right, well, we're going to take our first break. We'll be back on the Main Street Sports Show, sponsored by Redbank Chevrolet in Dubrook, after these messages.
You can afford a gorgeous, custom-designed hardwood Kale's kitchen for a lot less than you'd pay at a DIY store. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. At Kale's, there are never middleman markups or hidden charges that can add 40%. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. That's FactoryDirectKitchens.net.
Hey Julie, nice deck! Did you get that at Tio Nesta Builder Supply?
It's Tionesta Builder Supply, and yes, Dave, I did.
Wonder if they sell siding and roofing at Tio Nesta Builder Supply.
It's Tionesta, and yes, Tionesta Builder Supply has that too. Come on, Dave, you've never been there? They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. Mom got a custom kitchen there, Bill down the street got the materials for his garage. They have this awesome website, www.tionestabuilders.us. You can buy online. They really have everything for the home.
Wow! I'm heading over to Tio Nesta. I know. Tionesta Builders.
Tionesta Builder Supply Home Improvement Center, family owned and operated since 1958, with locations in Tionesta and Shippensville.
That sounds good. I'll check them out online at tionestabuilders.us.
Protect your home or business from all those sneaky pests. Give Hugh Henry's Pest Management a call at 814-316-1875 or check them out online at bugguy.com. Pest Management, where nature and technology meet.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Hi, my name is Jason and welcome to Sweet Basil. Come on in.
And welcome back to the Main Street Sports Show, sponsored by Redbank Chevrolet and Dubrook. We're here with some members of the Keystone football team and Coach Todd Smith. And Coach, your schedule, boy, you really going to put some miles on the bus at the beginning of this. At least you get them out of the way, though. But talk about the schedule and some of the opponents you play this year. You have to feel like you can be pretty competitive in every game you're in this year.
Yeah, we went to Kerwinsville on Saturday, and then we go to Port Allegheny, which we've went up there 3 times in like the last 4 games, and then we go to Kane. So, but we're getting the long trips out of the way at the beginning, so we should be pretty good after that. But no, I think this group can be competitive in the games that we play, and again, I'm just looking forward to see what they can do. Obviously, staying healthy is very important, so that we don't have a lot of young guys out on the field, but. I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, you're real familiar with that trip to Port because you went that end of last season in the playoffs, and now you're going again at the beginning of this season. So, we talked about these 3, but you have some really young players who made a big impact last year, Dom and Eli. Talk about those 2 because they really came on last year as the season went on, got better, especially Dom in the passing game at quarterback. And Eli Nellis is – he hit the ground running kind of quite literally last year.
Yeah, I mean, Dom took over at quarterback after our first game, but, I mean, he threw for 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns, and he's really progressed and really taken the next step. Excited to see what he can do this year. But, again, the game was fast for him last year, and it started to slow down as the season went on. Had a really good summer, 7-on-7 wise. So, played pretty good in the scrimmage on Saturday again, so just excited for him. Obviously, Eli, he I think he ran for over 800 and had received for over 300 last year and scored 15 touchdowns. And just like Drew, he's a threat in the open field, can do a lot of different things. He was the District 9 Rookie of the Year last year. In fact, Drew was 2 years ago. So yeah. Again, together, I think those guys can be quite a threat on the perimeter.
Okay, Jake, I'll talk to you here real quick. What do you think the ceiling is for this team? What have you set goals? Have you kind of sat down and said, all right, these are the things that we feel like we can accomplish this year?
Yeah, a little bit. We definitely think we are going to surprise a lot of people, and we're definitely going to surprise some people, and I think. Like Brady said at media days, some of those guys out there are really going to play with a chip on their shoulder, and that'll really help us surprise some kids. And
yeah, because last year obviously you got out of the gate a little bit slow, 0-4. Yeah. Obviously you want to avoid that. How big is that going to be to try to get off to a faster start? Because you don't want to be in that 0-4 hole again. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get out to a faster start this year, so we don't have to make up all those games like we had to last year. But yeah, I think we have an amazing shot at playoffs this year, and we're really hoping to do something in there. So yeah, and Drew, how proud were you of this team to start 0-4 and then battle your way back to make the playoffs? That must have been a great uplifting feeling for you guys to be able to kind of do that.
Yeah, it was. We didn't give up. We just kept fighting and played to our strengths to keep the train moving at the end of the season last year.
Do you think that's going to carry over, that attitude that you were able to foster from that 0-4 start and to take into this season, that determination, that chip like Brady here was talking about?
Yeah, I think it will carry over. At the end of last year when we played Port, we had some very good things done in that game, and I think our defense is going to be our defense is scrappy this year.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the younger guys like LJ Rankin, a lot of them like to get in there and hit, not afraid of contact.
Yeah, and Brady, talk to you here. What are your goals? What do you think this team can accomplish?
I think we can make playoffs. Looking at our schedule, hearing some things from around the league and watching some film, I think that we have a favorable schedule. I know there's some teams that are also down a little bit too, but I think we're going to put a lot of points on the board. I think that'll be something that people don't think, but I think that our offense will be able to make big plays, splash plays, and just use our guys like Drew and Jake and Eli and all them, get them in open field and make plays. I think that'll be one of the important keys for this year.
Yeah, so Coach, you're an offensive-minded coach. you got to be pretty excited with some of the tools you have to work with in this toolbox. Getting these guys in open field and let them do their thing.
Yeah, we're going to look a lot different than we have the last 2 years. We had a bigger line. We were more of a running team. This year with the type of team that we have, we're going to have to spread things out more and do things a little bit of a different way. And these guys are capable of doing that. So. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we talked about that too at the media day. We've talked about this in the past, how you can't be like so focused on what you want your offense to look like. You have to be able to adapt. It sounds like that's what you've done with this group.
Well, I learned a long time ago, coaching high school football, that you have to play to your talent of the team that you're coaching, and you can't be married to a certain type of offense or set of plays. You have to be able to adjust. And that's part of the fun of it. It's just, taking the talent that you have and, doing the things that you have to do to be successful. And, that's life, and I think this game teaches you a lot of things, that parallels to life, going through adversity and all those things. It can definitely make a difference.
And obviously the number one thing that has to happen for you guys this year is to stay healthy. But other than that, what's the other number one thing that has to happen for you guys to be successful and make that playoff push and maybe make a playoff run?
Yeah, well, definitely health is the most important thing.
Yeah.
But besides health, it's the team gelling together and playing together and limiting the mistakes and being able to play full speed and just being ready to roll. So if we can stay healthy and do those things, then it gives us a chance.
All right, let's take another break here, and we'll come back with our fun segment. I'll tell you guys what I'm going to ask so you can have some time to prepare. This is the Main Street Sports Show. We're here at Keystone talking to some Keystone players and Coach Todd Smith. This show is sponsored by Redbank Chevrolet in Dubrook, and we'll be back after this short message.
Dubrook, a division of M&B Group, is your trusted local ready-mix supplier for residential and commercial projects. Dubrook provides a full line of decorative concrete, as well as concrete supplies, along with a variety of concrete tools and accessories. Dubrook can provide services large or small for residential and commercial projects to contractors or homeowners. Dubrook is here to provide you with options and ideas to make planning your next project simple. Let Dubrook help you with the supplies you need to get the job done. Dubrook is proud to support our local communities with plants in Clarion, Du Bois, St. Mary's, Butler, Evans City, Bradford, and Meadville. Call 1-844-382-7665.
Welcome to 12 Series, a veteran-owned and operated company. Want to stand out amongst the crowd? This is the brand for you. They have apparel that ranges from cardio tanks and hoodies to sweat noggin covers. The apparel isn't just designed for the gym, it's designed for everyday life. Whether at work, the range, or at a family outing, 12 Series will turn heads. Find and like 12 Series on Facebook and Instagram.
Clarion Forest VNA believes the emotional and physical well-being of a patient is enhanced by the patient receiving care in the familiar surroundings of home. Their staff of caring professionals work closely with physicians to administer quality care to meet the needs of each individual. As a pioneer in home health care in Clarion and Forest County, Clarion Forest VNA continue to grow to meet the community's need for in-home care, offering many different services and programs to meet the patient's need. Clarion Forest VNA, located at 271 Perkins Road in Clarion. Call us toll-free at 1-800-262-2118.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a built-in-the-USA super efficient furnace from Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Affordable, quiet, and reliable. You can count on your furnace from Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
All right, welcome back to the Main Street Sports Show, sponsored by Redbank Chevrolet in Dubrook. I'm here with 3 members of the Keystone football team and Coach Todd Smith. And this last segment, we always try to have a little bit of fun, so I'm going to start with you. What is something someone would be surprised to know about you?
Oh, well, I have a famous TikTok page, you could say, KHS Lunch Reviews. Here at the school, I always review the food, and everybody seems to love it, so I keep doing it. Even sometimes there's kids at the YMCA that'll come up and say, "Are you KHS Lunch Reviews?" I say, "Absolutely, I am."
So you're a food critic, is basically what you are.
Kind of like Dave Portnoy.
Okay.
In a way.
Okay.
In a way.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, you're on the clock. You're on the spot. What is something that someone would be surprised to know about Drew Keth?
I still sleep with my baby blanket.
Oh, we had a guy from Redbank who still sleeps with his teddy bear. So,
yeah,
is it just a comfort thing, or it's just something that you've always kind of just done?
It's there, I guess.
Okay.
Red and black with some Dalmatians on it.
Dalmatian, you can't go wrong with Dalmatians. Is 101 of them on there or no?
There's probably like 15 or so.
Okay.
But
you just have to extrapolate the 101.
Yeah,
I got
you.
you.
Curl in a ball because it doesn't cover my feet. I got to make it work.
Okay, I got you. All right, Jake, what do you got for us?
I actually live on a dairy farm and I milk cows. We milk cows twice a day, so I always get to help out with that when I get home from practice sometimes, and on the weekends. That's what I do. So.
Well, I'm sure working on the farm probably you getting some pretty physical work in there.
Yeah.
It helps you keep you in shape, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially like in the summer and stuff. Helps me stay acclimated to the heat and everything, being outside all summer. So yeah.
Yeah. What else do you do on the farm other than milk cows? You probably do a lot of like.
Yeah, I drive tractors, like plow the fields, mow the hay, bale some hay, that stuff like that.
Oh wow! So you really are. That's like farm work 101 that you're doing there. Do you want to stay with farm work, or do you want
to? It's out there. It's a possibility. Yeah, I'm still haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So. Still thinking on everything. So.
All right, Coach, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Well, I guess I have to say I like to shop. In fact, I pick out all my wife's clothes, and she makes a big deal about that.
Really?
So, and people are usually fascinated by that. So
yeah,
I guess that'd be what I'd throw out there.
Wow. All right. That's pretty interesting. Now I'm gonna go around one more time. What would you like people to know about Keystone football? At the end of the year, what do you want people to say about Keystone football when the year's over?
Well, I'd like them to think that they have to show up to play to play us, because we're going to play hard no matter what the score is. But I think you can see that these are the type of people that we have here. Yeah. They're good people with high character, and at the end of the day, I want people to know that these are the type of players that we have, and this is what Keystone football is all about.
All right, I'm going to ask these guys the same thing. What do you want people to say about Keystone football at the end of the season? At the end of a game, end of the season, what do you want them to say about you guys?
I think I want them to know, like, we're never going to count ourselves out of a game no matter what the score is, no matter what their record is, what our record is. We're always going to show up, and we're always ready to surprise someone. So.
All right, Drew, what do you want people to say about Keystone when it's all said and done?
I want them to know that we're like a family. One of us gets knocked down, we're going to all help him back up, and we're going to keep on moving together.
Great. One more time here. What would you like people to know about Keystone? What do you want? What do you want the impression to be of Keystone when you're done playing you?
Just that we're a good school. I know personally, not going to say any schools, but there's some schools that I don't like. I don't like how they carry themselves and things like that. But I just want to, be respected, be liked, and just be a good school, represent the school well.
All right, great guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know it's a long week, been a long camp and everything. Coach Smith, you want to add one more thing?
Well, I guess I just want to turn the question back on you. What's something that that we don't know about you that you'd like to share with us?
All right. I in high school, I played baseball, and I set 2 school records. The first record was most walks in a season. The second record was most strikeouts in the season. I was Moneyball before Moneyball. I was the Oakland A's. I hit 167. I had an on-base percentage close to like 400, but I struck out. Every out I made was a strikeout. So I never made contact. I either walked or struck out. So
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I was a very unique baseball player. I have to say that. Well, you're the first time that anyone asked me that, so I'm glad to turn it around. Obviously, I had it in my mind that someone was going to ask me that. Well, this was the Main Street Sports Show. Thank you guys again for joining us, and the season starts Friday. It's going to be a good one. So thanks again for joining us on the Main Street Sports Show, sponsored by Redbank Valley Chevrolet and Dubrook. And we'll see you Friday nights. We have a full broadcast schedule this season, and we're excited. I know these guys are excited. So have a good one.
Have a great day.